Yes, honourable members, please be seated. Yes.
Announcement.
Yes, honourable members, I have a very brief announcement to make regarding the FCC committee, the Financial Crimes Commission Committee. I wish to inform the House that on 28th July 2026, the Honourable Prime Minister has, in accordance with Section 129(2) of the Financial Crimes Commission Act, designated Honourable Gulshan Govind and Honourable Rameshwar Itwaria as members of the Parliamentary Committee set up to monitor and review the Financial Crimes Commission in replacement of Honourable Babita Tanu and Honourable Chetan Anand Babulal. I have informed the Leader of the Opposition that he can still, on his side, by law, nominate one person because he's entitled to nominate 4 persons in all, and I'm awaiting his choice. I thank you for your attention.
Papers have been laid. Questions?
Yes, Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I've given notice of the following private notice question addressed to Dr. the Honourable Prime Minister, Minister of Defence, Home Affairs and External Communications, Minister of Finance, Minister for Rodrigues and Outer Islands, whether in regard to the search carried out on 31st July 2026 at the residence of Mr. G.J. and Honourable V.L.G., he will, for the benefit of the House, obtain information from the Commissioner of Police as to the names of the persons arrested and interviewed and articles and vehicles seized, if any, indicating the names of the registered owners thereof and whether incriminating articles were found in the vehicle seized and whether Mr. G.G. and Honourable V.L.G. were interviewed under caution and provisionally charged, and if not, why not? B, Financial Crimes Commission, whether an inquiry has been initiated into suspected money laundering offences predicated by drug dealing activities against Mr. G.G. and Honourable V.L.G., and if not, why not? And C, Attorney General's Office, whether a request for mutual legal assistance has been made to Réunion Island, and if so, indicate the outcome thereof. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Honourable Prime Minister.
Yes, Madam Speaker. I'm informed by the Commissioner of Police that on Sunday, the 26th of July of this year, information was received that 2 men on board of a high-speed boat was departing from Réunion Island to Mauritius and suspected to be involved in a drug transaction. Police were also informed of the description and registration number of the boat. ADSU, in collaboration with the Police Helicopter Squadron and the National Coast Guard, started an operation. The Dornier aircraft and NCJ crafts were deployed along the coast of Mauritius at different strategic locations. ADSU teams were also deployed at different positions to keep watch. However, the speedboat was not spotted though the surveillance was maintained. Further intelligence was received from Réunion Island that 10 large black bags containing a significant amount of suspected cannabis weighing 155.7 kilograms were secured on their shore. The 2 French nationals were arrested in connection with the illicit drug transaction. The approximate street value of the drug seized is estimated to be around 233 million rupees and 550,000 rupees in Mauritius. On the 27th of July 2026, the speedboat was spotted, moored unattended at a distance of 20 meters inside the lagoon near Le Monde. The boat was towed by the NCJ and kept under police custody for inquiry. On the 28th of July, the speedboat was examined by the scene of crime officers, SOCO, and the officers of the Forensic Science Lab. Several articles, including a bottle containing suspected cannabis seeds and cannabis leaves, and 4 plastic vials containing a certain quantity of liquid suspected to be a dangerous drug, were secured. Madam Speaker, with regard to Part A of the question, I'm informed that on the 31st of July 2026, following a preliminary investigation, ADSU, by virtue of a search warrant, searched the premises of one Mr. YJ, alias Mr. JJ, and for his suspected involvement in the case. ADSU officers secured a vial containing suspected some dangerous drugs and 4 suspected cannabis plants. He was informed that police are inquiring into the case of conspiracy to import cannabis from Reunion Island, and Mr. YJ was arrested. A mobile phone belonging to Mr. YJ and a vehicle belonging to his wife, Mrs. VLJ, was secured for inquiry. On the 1st of August 2026, in the presence of Mr. YJ and ADSU officers, the said vehicle was examined by FSL, and materials with traces of leaf matter suspected to be cannabis and 1 suspected cannabis seed were found and secured for analysis. On the same day, provisional charge was lodged against Mr. YJ before the weekend court, and he was remanded to police cell pending his court appearance before Black River Court. Subsequently, on the 3rd of August 2026, a provisional plaint was lodged against Mr. YJ before the District Court of Black River for the following offences in breach of the Dangerous Drugs Act. 1, conspiracy to committing drug offence, to wit, to cause cannabis to be imported into Mauritius with an averment of trafficking. 2, cultivating cannabis plants. And 3, possession of dangerous drugs. He was remanded to police cell as there is objection for his release on bail. On Sunday, the 2nd of August, Mrs. VLG voluntarily went to the ADSU Western Division because she thought she might need to give a statement. However, ADSU Western Division asked her to come with a legal counsel on Wednesday, the 5th of August 2026. With regard to Part B of the question, I'm informed by the Financial Crimes Commission that following information published in the press to the effect that Mr. YJ and others were arrested by the ADSU in connection with an alleged network involving the importation of drugs between Reunion Island and Mauritius, it has initiated, on its own initiative, money laundering investigation against Mr. YJ and family. Furthermore, in parallel, the Asset Recovery and Management Division of the FCC is investigating the properties of Mr. YJ and family, as well as any unexplained wealth matter, while the Declaration of Assets Unit is monitoring the assets of Mr. VLG and a spouse. The FCC is thus looking into all the aspects of the matter, and the investigation is ongoing. Madam Speaker, concerning Part C of the question, I'm informed that the Attorney General requested a mutual legal assistance from the authorities of Reunion Island. Information was received on Friday, the 31st of July, 2026 at 23:00 hours. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition will appreciate that the details of the application cannot be disclosed by virtue of paragraph 3 of Article 20 of the Agreement of Entraide Judiciaire en matière pénale signed between the Republic of Mauritius and the Republic of France. Madam Speaker, as I've said on numerous occasions, ever since this government assumed office on the 14th of November 2024, we are going to be ruthless in our fight against les marchands de la mort. Already the number of arrests and huge drug seizures are indications of how gradually we are dismantling the citadel of the drug barons. We will never allow unruly elements who may have thought they were above the law to threaten the very fabric of our society. Let me say it again very loudly and clearly. In this case, just as in any other case, there will never be any cover-up. Whoever you may be, whatever high office you may hold, you will have to bear the consequences of your actions.
Thank you. Yes, your first supplementary.
Yes, thank you, Madam Speaker. I thank the Prime Minister for his reply. This is a very serious matter. Madam Speaker, while I note that the junior minister stepped down only yesterday, does the Honourable Prime Minister concur that this resignation should have been immediate upon the search of her residence rather than delayed until the public and media pressure became unbearable in the country?
I don't agree with Honorable Leader of the Opposition. You must have evidence for people to step down. There was no evidence yet, but there was the perception. So that's why she decided she would step down.
Next question.
Yes. Then, will the Honourable Prime Minister also concur that since the arrest of Mr. G, husband of the former junior minister, she might have been able to tamper with evidence in this case?
There is no evidence of that. There is no evidence that she has tampered with anything.
Not yet, Honourable Prime Minister.
Third question.
Can the Honourable Prime Minister inform the House who is the owner of the vehicle which has been seized by the police?
Who is the owner of the vehicle? I believe it is Mrs. the Honourable former junior minister.
Yes. Fourth question.
Now, has the Honourable Prime Minister been apprised of the suspicious movements of the said vehicle belonging to the former junior minister and was reportedly caught on CCTV footage camera prior to the arrest? And what explanation, if any, has the accused provided regarding its use?
She will be asked the question, I'm sure, when she is questioned.
I'm not sure if the Prime Minister can reveal what the accused has said and all that.
If you
Be a
can't,
little bit careful because it,
now, Madam Speaker, it is well established standard operating procedure under the Dangerous Drug Act that a person whose residence has been searched and whose vehicle is linked to a trafficking network must be formally interviewed. Can the Honourable Prime Minister explain as to why this fundamental procedure is being suspended?
I just answered, Madam Speaker. She went voluntarily to the ADSU.
let the Prime Minister answer.
And they have decided they will ask her to come with a legal representative to ask her question because they hadn't even finished the inquiry, the preliminary inquiry that they were doing at the time.
Yes. I think it's your fifth question now. Yes.
Yes. Can the Honourable Prime Minister confirm if the former junior minister or her husband or both together have travelled to Renew Island recently, and how many times, and whether they have had access to the VIP lounge?
Actually, when she travels, she's a junior minister, she would have access to the VIP lounge. She traveled 3 times to Renew Island. Twice, I think, her husband accompanied her.
Yes.
My information, and can the Honourable Prime Minister confirm that they have travelled together to Renew Island on 5 occasions in 2025 and on 2 occasions in 2026, and they've had access to the VIP lounge, both of them?
It is absolutely normal that she would have access to the VIP lounge, even in Renew Island, because she's a junior minister.
But he gave a different number of travel.
Yeah, I was informed 3 times, but the Honourable Leader of the Opposition is saying 3 times. I'll check on that.
Yes, you will check, of course.
Now, in view of the serious accusations against Mr. G, will the Honourable Prime Minister direct the FCC to inquire on the declarations of assets filed by the former junior minister after the general elections? This is a serious...
Honourable Leader of the Opposition knows I cannot direct the FCC. I've already, in fact,
Don't speak in a sitting position.
I think
Yes,
I
Prime
did
Minister.
say in my answer that the FCC is inquiring on their own initiative because there were press reports, and they are inquiring into the whole assets and everything. financial aspects.
Are you privy to declaration of assets of members?
No, I'm not talking about declaration of assets. I'm talking about all the assets of the
No,
family.
that was his question about declaration of assets, right?
I'll say why I'm putting that
Yeah, but
question.
let me finish. Prime Minister, the question was about, it's important because it concerns everybody. Are you personally privy to
No, I'm not.
You're not. Okay. Ali, next question.
Yeah, I'll come to the next question. In view of the wide implications concerned with this case, will FCC consider inquiring also on the sources of the electoral expenses with regard to that, to the former junior minister, and will the FCC initiate investigation into money laundering, including unlawful electoral expenses?
That is a different question, but it's up to the FCC to do their inquiries. I can't direct the FCC to do inquiries on this aspect or that aspect.
Yes.
Now, can the Honorable Prime Minister confirm to the House whether the same Mr. GG was rescued at sea in 2012 while trying to reach Mauritius from Reunion Island?
It would be impossible for me to know it. 2012, I wasn't even in the assembly. Oh, I was, sorry.
Therefore, can the Honorable Prime Minister, who was the Prime Minister at that time, explain to the House why there was no police inquiry then when the current Commissioner of Police was at the head of ADSU?
I can't say, Madam Speaker. He's making allegations that he was drowning or whatever, caught in sea. I'm not aware of this.
Your next question?
Yes. Is the Honorable Prime Minister aware that another relative of the former junior minister, Mr. BL, was also arrested in 2023 in Reunion Island for drug trafficking?
All I know is that the person he's referring to has also been arrested.
Yes.
As the Prime Minister, whether he's aware that the honourable member is born on record for dealing in stolen property, and that her husband is also born on record, have been convicted, both of them. Is she aware?
Are you
I'm
aware?
not aware of this. Is a new.
PSP?
I'm not aware of this. No.
Okay. Yes.
Well, I will inform the Prime Minister, cause number 398/11, dealing in stolen property, convicted for, she was 3 years on good behavior and 5,000 rupee fine. Is she aware of that?
Are you aware, Prime Minister?
No, I'm not aware, but you were the president of the PMSD at the time. PMXD.
Precisely why, Madam Speaker, the PMSD refused to give her a ticket, and she came to your party, and you gave her a ticket. That is the reason why. It's not a question that I'm merely replying.
No, you have to ask a question. And Prime Minister, don't please open the door.
The question is whether he doesn't agree that it is because the PMSD refused to give her a ticket that she came to that alliance and she got her ticket.
You were the president, the honorable member was the president of the PMXL. PMSD? Yeah, maybe PMSD. What did you do then?
Didn't give her ticket.
Oh, did you?
All right. Everybody's finished? We finished with PNQ? Yes? Do you have another one?
I'll get back to the relative of the former junior minister. Can the Honorable Prime Minister confirm whether that Mr. BL has been or is currently under investigation in Mauritius for an alleged breach of Section 36A of the Immigration Act?
All I know, Madam Speaker, is that investigation is ongoing. So I can't involve myself in the investigation. Yeah, but that's the previous, we're talking about this. I can't say because the investigation will show.
The Honorable Prime Minister stated that a search warrant was executed at the residence of Mr. YG. Can he confirm whether the Commissioner of Police informed him before and after that search?
In fact, yes.
Yes?
It is also stated that that person, Mr. YG, was not present at his residence when ADSU officers arrived. Can he explain why police officers contacted him on his mobile phone to inform him that a search warrant was being executed and he came 2 hours later?
That is the procedure. How can I answer this question? What the Honorable Leader of the Opposition should keep in mind, this is proof that this government is acting unlike the regime you were in, unlike what you were doing. There has been no cover-up here. I can give you a list of the cover-up, starting with Amsterdam boys, arrested in a foreign country, but given red carpet treatment here. I can go on with the list. I don't want to go into the whole list.
Speaker,
Next question.
I don't want to get into that. No, my last question. Madam Speaker, the House has been made aware of this case, which involves a former junior minister of your government, Honorable Prime Minister. So, what the population want
Which
to know,
one are you talking
and you
about?
said that.
Who are you talking about? I'm sorry. I just want to know if I
I
understand
said
you
the
well.
former junior minister.
The former junior
Yes.
minister, okay?
And will you give assurance to the House that there will be no cover-up in this case, Honorable Prime Minister?
I said that. I again said the proof of the pudding is in the eating. She is a junior minister in my government, but I did not hesitate. I did not tell the police, no, don't do this, don't do that. They did the work, and I said in my answer, nobody is going to be spared. Nobody is above the law.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Next, we go to PNQT, Mr. Honorable Second Member for Blackburn-Accueil, Mr. Bichuk.
Yes, Madam Speaker. Yes, Madam Speaker, B1208, please.
Madam Speaker, the House may recall that the reduction of the VAT registration threshold from 6 million rupees to 3 million rupees was introduced primarily, first, to create a level playing field and fair competition among operators in the same business activity. It addresses the discrimination whereby a VAT-registered business with a turnover threshold slightly above 6 million was being charged VAT, while a business with a turnover slightly lower than 6 million was not being charged VAT on the same type of goods. Secondly, to encourage operators in the informal sector to enter the formal market, keep records, and improve tax compliance. Madam Speaker, I'm informed by the Mauritius Revenue Authority that following the lowering of the VAT registration threshold from 6 million to 3 million, as announced in the budget of 2025-2026,